Hello, I'm Ashwini, and today we are going to learn about a very interesting pastoral comedy by William Shakespeare named As You Like It. Yes, it is a heartwarming, light comedy, and the character list of the present play or drama is Rosalind, Orlando, Duke Senior, Jacques, Celia, Duke Frederick, Touchstone, Oliver, Sylvius, Phoebe, Lord Amins, Charles, Adams, Sir Roland de Boys, Corinne, Audrey, and William. So, how these characters are related to each other is represented through this flowchart. Late Sir Roland de Boys, who has two sons, older son Oliver and younger son Orlando. Okay, so older son Oliver despises or begrudges about Orlando. He was kind of jealous about his younger brother Orlando. So this is a story about family and their relationships with each other and how it ends up with happy festive marriages of four couples. So let's find out what happens in the whole play. Duke Frederick and Duke Senior, they are both are brothers. Duke Senior is eldest brother of Duke Frederick, but Duke Frederick take away his powers by force or what you call as usurp Duke Senior's property and position, and due to which Duke Senior has to left the court for the forest of Arden. Yes, because of this fight, Duke Senior goes into exile. Where? In the forest of Arden with his who accompanies him with his coachman, loyal coachman like Jacques, Lord Amins. They accompany Duke Senior to the forest of Arden. So here, Duke Senior has a daughter named Rosalind, and Duke Frederick has a daughter named Celia. Celia and Rosalind are very good friends. Celia cannot live without Rosalind. That's why Frederick let Rosalind live in the court, or he did not banish her from the court. But after some time, when he finds out that Rosalind had bad influence on Celia, so he banished Rosalind from the court as well. So Rosalind with Touchstone, the gesture at the court of Duke Senior, left for Forest of Arden. Celia also accompanies with Rosalind. Rosalind disguised herself as Ganymede, a gentleman, and Celia disguised herself as a common shepherdess, Alina. So both of them went to forest of Arden. All the setting is in the forest of Arden. Here, Duke Senior loves the life of forest or the countryside life. He finds that the life of court or the court life was very artificial and empty, whereas the life of forest or countryside is lively and full of love and happiness. So he find peace in the life of forest or life. He finds it peace in the life of countryside, and here Oliver, Sir Roland Boyce, was friend of Duke Senior, and and he was enemy of Duke Frederick. So then what happens according to the law of primogeniture means all the property goes to older son according to primogeniture law or custom of primogeniture. So this custom says that after the death of father, the all property went to elder son. So this was the custom. So he got all the property, but Roland de Bois, Sir Roland de Bois, took promise from Oliver that he will take care of Orlando, his younger brother, and give him proper education. But Oliver did not do so. He refuses to obey his father, and on the other hand, he just kept Orlando away from all the education and training. Despite not being educated or having proper training, Orlando was a true gentleman. Yes, he was very brave and the perfect suitor to Rosalind, our heroine, Ganymede, who disguised as a Ganymede. Now, Oliver Oliver come to know that he was Orlando is fighting with Charles. Who was Charles? Charles was a wrestler at the court of Duke Frederick, and he Charles um, warns Oliver that your brother Orlando might be killed by him because Orlando challenged him in the wrestling. So Oliver becomes very happy that to learn that his brother now be killed by Charles. But on the other hand, Orlando defeated Charles, and where the fight at the fight day, Rosalind and Orlando see each other and immediately falls in love with each other. So after that, Adam, a faithful servant of Sir Roland de Bois, elderly servant, who told Orlando that his brother is planning to kill him or he is being threat to his life. So Orlando left for the forest of Arden. He also went into exile with Adam. Here, Rosalind, Celia, and Touchstone. They three also went to forest of Arden. Now everyone is in forest of Arden. Where, whereas Duke Frederick suspects that Rosalind ran away with Orlando and Celia followed Rosalind. So he wants Oliver, brother of Orlando, to catch his brother and finish him so that he would catch hold of Rosalind and Celia. So Frederick's daughter is Celia. So Frederick threatened Oliver that if he would not listen, if he would not catch his brother, he will confiscate means he would take away all the property and position of Oliver as lord, and he just and due to this, Oliver went to the forest of Arden in search of Orlando, where he finds that where the lioness attacked Oliver. Here, Orlando rescues his brother. This transformed Oliver inside out, and he becomes more affectionate toward human relationship, and he becomes more of a gentleman. So he falls in love with Elena, who is disguised, who is Celia in disguise. Celia in disguise. So Elena is a common shepherdess. Shepherdess. Oliver fall for Elena, who is Celia in disguise. So here, Rosalind as a Ganymede, Rosalind, who disguised as Ganymede, befriends with Orlando and gives him tutorials of love. Yes, and he said that Orlando was love struck with um, Rosalind, and he writes love letters to her in the and he she Rosalind in the disguise of Ganymede, she just told Orlando that if he woos her every day, and she will know how to exorcist these feelings, and he will create the same feelings in the mind of Rosalind, and they will be together. So Orlando every day woos Ganymede as a Rosalind, but one day, as Orlando saves his brother, that day he did not came to Rosalind. Here, Rosalind was distraught that her lover has not came to her. Sylvius and Phoebe. Sylvius loves Phoebe, but Phoebe is very disdainful lady, and he hates Sylvius, and Corinne gives advice. Corinne is Sylvius's shepherd friend, and Phoebe loves Ganymede, who is Rosalind in disguise. She loves Ganymede. Ganymede means Rosalind says that if he could not marry Ganymede for some reason, then she would promise that she would marry Sylvius. When Ganymede or Rosalind teaches Phoebe that how Sylvius love her, and she should not behave badly with Sylvius and be courteous to Sylvius. But Phoebe was in love with Ganymede. Then here Touchstone falls in love with Audrey, and he was in full preparation of marriage. He even he as someone even he accompanies vicar who would help them to marry. Okay, so Audrey, a common goat herd, Touchstone loved Audrey, and William, suitor of Audrey, or a countryman who loves Audrey. Touchstone despised William, and finally the day of marriage arrived. Rosalind gathered everyone. She also promised from Sir Duke Senior that if Rosalind returns, he will let her marry to Orlando. And here, then, then the day of marriage arrives, where there are four marriages: Sylvius and Phoebe, Rosalind and Celia cast off their disguises and came into their real self, and then they were Rosalind married with Orlando, Oliver married to Elena, that is Celia, and Sylvius with Phoebe, and Touchstone with Audrey. So these four couples get together in the festival of marriage. The drama ends with festive celebration of their marriage in the forest of Arden. One more happy news arrived that Sir Duke Frederick was came in contact with a holy man and become a monk and gave all the property back to Duke Senior. And all the courtiers and these couple went to the court life, will be back into the court life, and whereas Jacques, the melancholic person, remains in the forest. So this was As You Like It by William Shakespeare. So this was very very light-hearted and full of laughter and full of songs. So this was the drama As You Like It by William Shakespeare. Hope you like the drama. If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.